therapy and cold exposure have become two of the most talked about recovery tools in health and wellness. Ice baths, cold showers, saunas, steam rooms. Some people swear by cold. Others insist heat is superior, but most of the advice online takes a complex biological response and reduces it to simple rules that don't always hold up. So what does science actually say about hot versus cold, especially when it comes to cortisol and recovery? Let's start with cortisol. Cortisol is often labeled the stress hormone, but that's only part of the story. Cortisol regulates energy, supports immune response, controls inflammation, and helps the body adapt to stress. The issue isn't cortisol itself, the issue is chronic elevation or poor timing. Recovery is not about eliminating cortisol, it's about teaching the body how to regulate it. Now, cold exposure. Cold creates a powerful, immediate stress response. When you expose your body to cold, cortisol and adrenaline spike. Heart rate increases, blood vessels constrict. The nervous system shifts into high alert. This is not relaxation, this is controlled stress. And in the right context, that stress can be beneficial. Cold exposure trains the nervous system to handle stress more efficiently. Over time, this can improve stress resilience and emotional control. But here's what most people miss. Cold exposure is not always ideal for recovery. After intense strength training, cold may reduce inflammation, but inflammation is also part of muscle adaptation. Blunting it too aggressively can interfere with growth and repair. And cold exposure late in the evening? That can elevate cortisol right when your body should be preparing for sleep. Timing matters. Now let's look at heat. Heat exposure, like sauna use or hot baths, creates a very different response. Blood vessels dilate, circulation increases, muscles relax, the nervous system shifts toward a parasympathetic recovery-dominant state. Cortisol may rise slightly during heat exposure, but afterward, it often drops below baseline. That post-heat drop is linked to relaxation, better sleep quality, and faster recovery. Heat also stimulates heat shock proteins, protective molecules that strengthen cells and improve resilience. From a recovery perspective, heat is generally more supportive of tissue repair and downregulation. So which is better, hot or cold? It depends on context. Cold exposure works best as a stress training tool. It builds mental toughness, nervous system flexibility, and stress tolerance when used intentionally and in moderation. Heat is better for recovery. It enhances circulation, promotes relaxation, improves sleep, all critical for long-term progress. Problems start when people use these tools without understanding their biology. Daily ice baths on top of chronic life stress can keep cortisol elevated, not regulated. Cold exposure late at night can disrupt sleep. Avoiding heat because it feels less hardcore can mean missing one of the most effective recovery tools available. And here's another key point. Individual response matters. Not everyone reacts the same way. Some people feel energized and sharp after cold exposure. Others feel drained and overstimulated. Some relax deeply in heat. Others feel fatigued. Your nervous system response matters more than trends. True recovery supports balance. It doesn't chase extremes, it doesn't copy influencers, and it doesn't apply one method to everyone. The goal isn't to eliminate stress, it's to teach the body when to activate and when to recover. Cold can be a tool for activation. Heat can be a tool for restoration. Used at the right time, in the right dose, both can support long-term health. Used blindly, either can backfire. At Gradina.Health, we focus on understanding mechanisms, not copying routines. Because health is not about doing more, it's about doing what fits your biology. If this video helped clarify the science behind hot versus cold therapy, like, share, and subscribe for more evidence-based health content. Stop guessing, start understanding.